This movie sucked. Oh, well, minus Fox and 9, so they named it Fox. And, oh, God, this movie sucked so badly. Oh, God. This is a movie I honestly would not recommend. Which is very... Honestly, that is kind of like... That kind of sells why, like, this movie's bad. Because, again, I watched the movie Max Steel, which people panned and hated. Me and my brother really enjoyed it. We thought it was kind of a good superhero movie. So, we thought it was great. The first Jurassic World. I really liked that movie. I said that movie's on par with the original Jurassic Park. And I don't know, I haven't seen it since its original release, but I don't think my idea of it's gonna change all that much. But this movie, and again, like a lot of movies, if it's bad, like the Death Note American remake for Netflix, that movie, like, it's not the Death Note we know, but even then, I'm like, you know what, go check this out. Precautions, but, go check this out, it's a good movie. This, well, I guess the Full Metal Alchemist when I said don't go watch because that sucked, but this, by God, did this suck. And, like, it sucked to a point to where, like, people who don't go see movies all that much, people who I went to go see this with, who will, like, basically, whatever movie kind of you put in front of them, they're, like, almost kind of. Like, it depends. But, like almost any kind of big Hollywood blockbuster movie, they were like, alright, sweet, alright, go, it was good. They're like, this felt rushed. I'm like, oh, God, yes. This movie... If anyone's ever done, like, when, like, they say, like, oh, like, video game movie, and I don't mean, like, an actual video game movie, I mean when, like, someone takes all the cutscenes of a movie, of a video game, like, Kingdom Hearts, or Final Fantasy, or any game where it's, like, just the cutscenes, where there's a lot of cutscenes. Like, it's like if they took those cutscenes and, like, made one of those movies, those quote-unquote movies that you see on YouTube where it's just all the cutscenes mushed together. Like, honestly, if this was a video game, it probably would be kind of cool. And would probably do a lot better. But in this, it sucks. It sucks so hard. And multiple reasons why. One, it's so goddamn fast. It is so goddamn fast. It's insane. Because, again, it feels like there are parts missing between everything. It feels like there's, like, chunks missing of, like, character development or just things. Like, the trailers themselves, like, I actually watched the trailer and I'm like, okay, this seems kind of cool. Like, the first trailer, I'm like, well, I was iffy on the first trailer. And then when they showed, like, the new, like, Super Raptor, and I'm like, alright, that's kind of cool. You see, like, the raptor climbing on a roof, and you see, like, a little girl in bed, scared, as the creature kind of, starts crawling downward. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so are they going to kind of, like, fix what the second Jurassic Park movie wanted to do, like, towards the end, but then it messed up somewhere in between? Like, are you going to try to, like, redo that? Like, have it to where the dinosaurs get off the island and then come to, land? Or, like, or the whole thing that, like, people were theorizing, like, that they're going to weaponize the dinosaurs and make them into weapons of, like, mass destruction almost, and have them, like, raptors, like, marine raptors kind of roaming around, killing things, stuff like that. Like, are we going to get that? Because it seemed like they're, like, they were going to build up to that, something like that, and, like, and they kind of tried to. Alright, they kind of tried to, but this movie sucked. Basically, if you've seen the trailers, you kind of get what the first bit of it is. It's the dinosaur. There's a volcano that's about to erupt, like, within, like, an hour or two after they get to the island. The thing's about to erupt. People are saying, oh, should we let these dinosaurs go extinct or should we save them? Should we save them? They basically say that they're not going to save them. But, girl from Jurassic Park, I can't remember her name. And honestly, I couldn't even remember if that was the same actress. I'm bad with faces at some point. But even then, like, how she acted in this movie didn't feel like how she acted in Jurassic World. At least to me, it didn't feel like the same character. So it was just like, I don't know if this is even the same actress. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is the same actress. Because I doubt, unless of course, they couldn't. The girl read the script. The original actress looked at the script and was like, "Fuck, you fucking kidding me? This is garbage." Don't root for movies to fail. I don't root for movies to fail. Okay, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people are rooting for this movie to fucking fail because oh my god, this is awful. I want to look her up, but right? No, yeah, I think that's the same actress. Bryce Jurassic World sequel unleashes mindless monster mayhem. Yes. Okay, yeah. So yeah. It looks like she's the same actress. Okay. God. But this movie basically, again, like if you've seen the trailers, you kind of know the beginning of it. They want to get the dinosaurs and they want to get the dinosaurs to apparently save some of them from extinction. So they bring Chris Pratt in to try to find Blue, and because whatnot. And basically, at that beginning point, the beginning of it's actually kind of good, where like it kind of opens up, kind of how the first Jurassic Park kind of opens up, raining. It's like a downpour. This little submarine goes in through the gates, and apparently it's been like, I don't know, years. Yeah, 2015 to now. So years since Jurassic World. Submarine goes in. They're going down there to find the Dominus Rex's skeleton, and basically, so they can make their super raptor. This submarine goes down there, grabs the thing, gets eaten by the giant whale thing in there. This one technician guy who was opening and closing the gate for the Jurassic World Park, while he's closing it, and he's trying to get contact with the submarine's not picking up. T-Rex comes, military guys on chopper go, "Get over, hurry!" Guy runs, barely escapes the T-Rex, grabs onto the ladder, almost flies away, giant thing comes up, eats him, dead. I'm like, alright, this is a pretty cool opening. This is kind of a good opening. It's not bad. It's actually kind of good. And then like right after that, you kind of go the whole hearing thing, like, oh, should we let these people dinosaurs be extinct? Should we not? Whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's all right. That's not too bad. All right, yeah. And then basically, they say that they're not going to save them, so that gives the girl who ran, or the woman who ran Jurassic World, she goes like, all right. She's trying to save the dinosaurs. She has like her own thing, but it's not really working out, especially after Congress basically says after the dinosaurs. But one of the guys who runs the estate or the affairs of like the Jurassic franchise and everything like that now, the guy who's in control right now, he basically says, okay, I need you to go to the island with Chris Pratt, and I need you to go find Blue as well as a couple of these other dinosaurs and help out my team to find them. We need to use these trackers that you had in the dinosaurs to track them and all this stuff. And she's like, all right, cool, whatever. So, all right, cool. Well, we can save the dinosaurs, and we can take them to a new island that's apparently naturally built to keep all the dinosaurs inside. And like, great. So she then goes to Chris Pratt, who they apparently broke up because plot convenience. Because we need them to kiss and everything to make up again later. Because, just them being together would be too bad, I guess. But, brings Chris Pratt in this. Guilt trips him into it because of saying, like, oh, Blue, you loved Blue and stuff like that. So, those two go along with nerdy black guy who doesn't like nature, who's a computer geek, who's fucking annoying, and cool punk girl who's a dinosaur doctor, basically. And wants to save the dinosaurs. Scared black guy is annoying as all heck, and eventually he does disappear for most of the movie until the very end. Punk girl who looks like she's the girl from freaking Assassin's Creed. The goth girl who makes like the hub animus and stuff like that, the sub animus and stuff like that in Kingdom Hearts 2, Assassin's Creed 2. I was like Kingdom Hearts 2 poster right here. But yeah, like basically, as soon as they reactivate the trackers and they track down Blue, Chris Pratt goes, Blue, you know me, and like Blue comes up, is gonna, join up, I guess, with Chris Pratt, but then the hunters all trank Blue, just out of the blue, then train Chris Pratt, take the dinosaur away, like, haha, we're gonna let you die here now, bye. Because apparently the guy who's now running it, who is basically running it for this other, I guess this is the second founder of Jurassic World, who also has the cane of the first Doctor with like the amber in it and the mosquito. And I'm like, all right, that's kind of a cool little nod, I guess. That is a cool nod. That is a cool nod. Where this old man has his granddaughter living with them, and also this guy who runs his company also lives in the house, I guess. And so what is it? The guy who's running the Jurassic stuff now is basically saying, oh, we're going to sell this for billions. We're going to sell the dinosaurs to all these millionaires and stuff like that. And we're just going to sell them for games, sport, and stuff like that, or exotic pets and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, I can kind of get what he's going at, even though I don't know really why doing that. And also, they're cooking up an evil secret dinosaur in the basement, but they need Blue's DNA, because apparently Blue is, if anyone's ever seen Rise of the Lycans, she's the special dinosaur. She's the one who's not aggressive, who's loyal, who shows empathy and stuff like that. And they want to take that DNA from that dinosaur and place it into this new dinosaur, which has already been born and aged up. So I don't really get if they said that they were just gonna make a new dinosaur, because the scientist who was the Asian guy from the first movie, as well as the Jurassic World first movie, he's like saying, we can't just make a new dinosaur and stuff like that. It's like, so like, wait, you're gonna inject it with DNA from Blue to what? Wait, what? It's dumb. It's really dumb. But yeah, so basically then Chris Pratt, girl, and black annoying guy get off the island. Blue got shot because Blue attacked one of the other guards and they shot him, and they're like, oh, well, now she's dying. And so they got punk girl to basically try to save Blue. And they try to leave the island, and basically they get off the island. Chris Pratt and girl and annoying black guy get onto the boat that they're leaving the island for. And there are two scenes in this movie that made me go, fudge yeah! Or at least were like, oh my god. And this was this one scene where the volcano's exploding. You kind of see in the trailer, the exploding down and stuff. But as the boat is leaving and the ending is closing, on the dock, you see a brontosaurus, long neck, little foot. You see a brontosaurus on the dock, just calling out to the boat as lava slowly starts to creep in around it, as smoke slowly starts coming, and it's crying out for help. It's crying out to not die. And I'm like, oh my god. And you just slowly see as the smoke covers it, and you're as it slowly dies by lava. And it's just like, oh my god. It's terrible. In the best way possible, where it actually got emotion out of me. Which sucks because it's in this fucking movie. Because this movie sucks. And basically, again, everything feels, and then basically, Chris Pratt and girl go to find their way to the mansion where they're now selling the auction, and they're having an auction for these dinosaurs, selling them off, which I get it. Which I understand. They're selling, and also there's that one guy which he's the. That's what I remember him from. I remember him from Captain America. He's freaking one of the Nazi scientists for Red Skull. I was thinking, like, I've seen him in something very similar to this. Basically, the guy, he's this auctioneer, and he's auctioning off the dinosaurs to these rich people, and then they're like I'm thinking, okay, exotic pets, hunting and stuff like that. Okay, that seems like some stupid rich people. What some stupid rich people would buy a dinosaur for? Why not? But then, and also I forgot. But then they're like, oh, and here's the Indominus raptor. It's stronger and smarter than the other dinosaurs. And if I use this gun, laser point at someone, and press this button on the side of the gun, it'll set off a pulse, which it'll narrow down on that point and kill whatever it's being pointed at. And I'm like, okay, why do a bunch of rich people want this? Like, why are you gonna sell them a weapon? It's like I don't know. So a rich guy wants to buy some exotic old guns or something like that. Like antiques and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, look at these antiques. These antique guns. This gun was used by Billy the Kid or some bull like that. And then they're like, oh yeah, here's a live nuke. Would you like to buy a live nuke? And it's just like, why? Like, I think at some point some rich guy would be like, no, I don't want to buy a live nuke. It's something like that. It's like, I don't see any rich person it's like if Johnny Depp was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a nuke. It's something stupid like that. I'm like, what the fudge? Which I guess they're trying to say because there are Russians there. Like, I guess the Russians are gonna just militarize it. Maybe they were there for, I don't know. But yeah. So, basically, then, of course, things go south when Chris Pratt escapes like this cell with the girl, and he lets loose one dinosaur, which then starts just causing havoc, and then the poacher guy who likes collecting teeth for dinosaurs because he's an a-hole, tranks the super raptor and tries to steal a fang out of its mouth, and the super raptor basically beats the crap out of him, smiles at one, kind of does like that smile where you see a dog smile, like that, as it plays dead, beats the crap out of him, chews off his arm, and then kills him, and then that dinosaur escape, eats the auctioneer. And then Chris Pratt, his love interest, and I forgot, the granddaughter of this guy, which I guessed immediately what the twist was with her. She's a clone. Because the guy says, like, oh, she's his granddaughter, but his daughter died in a car wreck. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, that's all right. But then he apparently has a photo album that he doesn't show her because why would a grandfather not want to show the daughter their mother? I'm like, okay, she's a clone, and yeah, it's exactly what it's. She's a clone. What does this mean for the story? Nothing really. There could have been something done. But basically after that, Chris Pratt, love interest, and little girl run away from evil raptor. Little girl is very stupid at this one point. All the other time she's kind of smart and kind of cool. I'm like, all right, I can see a video game where you're switching between different characters, kind of like The Last of Us but with dinosaurs. But like you switch between Chris Pratt, who's like the dinosaur trainer, or something like that. You can switch to this girl who's trying to save the dinosaurs as well. You could switch to the little girl who's, sneaking around the house as, there's business, dinosaurs and stuff like running around. Like I can see this being a pretty cool video game. I can see this being a pretty cool video game. Movie, it sucks. But yeah, so fudge me, what the fudge happened? Yeah, but basically, little girl runs into what was really stupid. You see this in the trailer where like little girl's in the bed looking up, and I'm thinking, okay, the little girl was sleeping, and then this dinosaur's coming up, and coming here. No. She runs away from the dinosaur, goes through a dumb elevator because the dinosaur almost gets her, goes to her room, and hides under the bed sheets. And I'm just like, you want to die. You want to die. Because, then of course the dinosaur comes in, slowly creeps in, and she sees the shadow and everything, and it's just like, oh, no, you want to die. But basically, Blue comes in, fights the dinosaur, fights the evil raptor. Chris Pratt jumps in, he's like, we gotta get out of here. And there's two ways you can go, because there's the door to the hallway, which, you can escape. It's practically kind of safe while Blue is distracting. Or you can go out the balcony window where it's raining hard on stone, which makes it extremely slippery. Guess which one they went for? You said the hallway. You're smarter than these characters. Because they go out the balcony doorway. Of course, they go slip at one point when the dinosaur comes. Basically, dinosaur falls, lands on Triceratops' horns. Blue lives. Dinosaurs about to die downstairs. They let the dinosaurs go, and the dinosaurs basically go out to live in a new world. The giant dinosaur that basically was the killer whale kind of thing, that was released in the beginning of the film, and you don't see it till the end of the film. And basically they're saying, now, welcome to Jurassic World, because the dinosaurs are going to take over, I guess. It's a stupider version of Planet of the Apes. It really is. It's like I can see what they're going for. In some cases, okay, they kind of want to do kind of like a slow build kind of to like Planet of the Apes, where it's like, first movie, it's, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Then it's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Then it's War for the Planet of the Apes and whatnot. Like, you slowly see as the world is slowly changed by the apes and over time. This is trying to do that, but it's doing it so poorly. Like, literally the ending of this movie is the ending of the first movie, where it's like, oh, we need to take all these samples so we can make more dinosaurs later. And it's like, okay, you have all the DNAs, then why didn't you just make more dinosaurs now that I think about it? That's another big plot hole. The girl being a clone is brought up like, she's a clone! It's like, and this is why he wasn't with the guy who originally made Jurassic Park. This old man wasn't with the original Jurassic Park. This was the big thing. He's like, oh, I'm like, what? Why? And they wanted Blue's DNA because they wanted to add it to the evil dinosaur's DNA, because then it would see Blue as a mother and not go on rampages, and they could control it. Apparently, that was the thought process. But I'm just thinking like, okay, there are so many ways. If you're going to go one with the angle that you can now clone people, which I guess isn't too far of the logic, but if you're going to go cloning people and you're going to have dinosaurs become weapons of mass destruction, which I just saw a dinosaur die on Triceratops spikes and stuff like that, I think you could probably kill these suckers possibly easily, whatever. Like, I'm just thinking, like, if you're going to go full, like, sci-fi crazy, go full sci-fi crazy in some bits. Like, have it that the little girl has her genes spliced with dinosaur DNA. Have it to where, like, the golden evil dinosaur is rampaging and killing people, and then, like, at one point it's going to kill the little girl, but stops when it smells or senses that they have the same DNA, because apparently that's how motherhood works in this universe. So, like, it stops that there. Like, you could have something kind of cool with that and have her kind of be like the one kind of thing, like Neo, like, oh, he can mess with the machines outside the Matrix, like some bullcrap like that. You can have something like that. Just go balls to the walls crazy. You can have it still where, one, cut out the fucking beginning. You just have it to where military personnel are going to the island and picking up dinosaurs to just they're like, all right, we're gonna militarize these guys. We're gonna militarize these guys and make it like a military thing to bring them in and like stuff like that. You could have the dinosaurs. You could have something like that and like because the whole point of Chris Pratt's character was just they needed. Well, they didn't really need Chris Pratt's character. They didn't need Chris Pratt's character. All they needed were the trackers to track the dinosaurs. That was it. Like, they literally just said, like, they didn't need us, they just needed the trackers. It's like, then why the fuck did you bring Chris Pratt's character? Because they immediately, as soon as they get blue, they're just like, oh, well, Chris Pratt we don't need, trank him. Well, I tranked them during it, actually. But yeah, it's like, so stupid. It's like, really? Like, Chris Pratt's character, there was no need for him to be there. There was no need for his love interest to be there. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Claire? I want to say it's Claire. There's no reason for... Maybe the only two characters who would actually need a reason to be there, kind of, is the annoying black guy, because he's the tech-savvy guy who knows about the points or whatever. And if anything, they should have made him the lead. Mind you, I'm not saying make the annoying black guy the lead. I'm saying making the archetype of like a guy who's good with computers kind of thing the lead. You can have it to where this character, I don't know, worked at Jurassic World, and he knows about the trackers, so they need him there. But after he like gives them the tracker or everything, they like just let him go. They're like, all right, kill him or something like that, just so like they can try to wipe away all evidence of all this that's happening. That would make more sense. And even like the girl, they can make her the love interest, I guess, if they want to do that route, and have it to where she's, you know, the dinosaur doctor, and have it to where the dinosaur doctor, you know, has to save Blue or save one of these dinosaurs from dying because, you know, it got shot and they need the Blue alive. So they have her alive, and then you basically have it to where it's kind of like a rescue movie, kind of, where the main character is going to go save his love interest or something like that, while also having to deal with the underground of these dinosaur stuff like that. You could have, while dealing with like this military group, or you can still have it to where it's this one guy who's part of the finance and stuff like that of the Jurassic company. You can still have that, but have it to where instead of he's selling it to just random rich people, he sells it to the military and stuff like that, or military personnel of people and stuff like an arms race. Like, why? Like, you don't need to sell it to these rich people, because again, why would a rich person want a nuke? No sense. But and you know, write the characters a lot better and not rush there, because again, it feels like, oh, here's the setup for the boss, where like they're in the bunker and like the new boss of this level or enemy comes in through this one way, and so now it's a, you know, chase scene in a game. Or again, like the one where you play the little girl and you have to sneak around the house and try to like gather like little evidence or listen in on these things and stuff like that. Like stuff like that. It's like, this could be a really good game, but as a movie it sucks horribly. And again, little clone girl could have some DNA slice in her because, I don't know, maybe the daughter died from some kind of disease, like some kind of genetic disease that slowly killed her in death. So they used not only her DNA, but also some dinosaur DNA that for some reason counteracts this ancient disease or these diseases, stuff like that. And this then allows her to then basically, with the Dominus, fuck me, my screen is one dead. The Dominus raptor or whatever, have it to where that thing is alive, have it to where that thing recognizes her as the mom towards the end. It's just like, that is such a better, like, if you're gonna go create, that's a better setup. That is a better version of this script. You don't need Chris Pratt's character. You don't need his love interest character. You just need nerdy black guy, but make him less stupid and make him, you know, make him less of a like a side dumb character and make him actually like a cool lead, as well as have the girl, doesn't have to be 11, just could be just a friend that he's trying to save, but doctor who's trying to save this dinosaur's life, and you kind of have, and again, switch out the rich people with with just the military or different militaries even stuff like that, like, and again, Clone Girl, make her part of this, with her being cloned, possibly adding a little bit of dinosaur DNA to help with some kind of illness that's in her DNA. But yeah, this movie sucked so bad, and like, they're so teasy, like, oh, the dinosaurs are now out in the real world, or outside the island. It's now the Jurassic world, because the dinosaurs have taken over, or gonna take over, stuff like that, but, come on now, really? The dinosaurs gonna take over. Though, dinosaurs that apparently haven't been able to breed since, 2015 to make new dinosaurs that aren't on trackers. The dinosaurs that apparently are still all female, because apparently I guess they fixed the whole thing where they can switch genders to then make new dinosaurs. And not to mention, you picked like maybe 15 different species of dinosaurs, which then in the end, again, were like one of the same. Like, even in the story of Noah, they're at least like, yeah, we need two species of animals each, one male and one female, so they can reproduce. You don't even have that. You just have dinosaurs, one gender each, one dinosaur of each one, and like there's some like the tiny dinosaur, like, and there was like one little tiny triceratops, but that was it. Like, there's only one T-Rex, which FYI, there is actually a cool scene where like a T-Rex roars right in front of a lion. The lion roars back. I'm like, that's a cool freaking scene. It's like the king of the T-Rex, the king of the dinosaurs versus the king of beasts, the king of the jungle and stuff like that. It's like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, like, that was like the coolest kind of thing out of that. Like, it's just like, all these dinosaurs are gonna be dead by like the end of a week. If not dead, the little ones are probably the only ones who are gonna survive. All the other ones are gonna be dead. They're all gonna be destroyed and killed, because dinosaurs aren't as bulletproof as you might think they are. Especially if you have like a high-powered rifle. Like, come on now. Like, the military will take care of this pretty goddamn. Like, people like to say like, oh, if zombies happen, that'll be done in a week or something, because they'll all die out because the military. I'm like, zombies makes a little bit more sense, because like, bite infected. You can basically have a football field. One zombie in a football field could end a city, basically. In like a football arena with all those people. Because one zombie bites another zombie, that person bites another, bites more, and you have an entire field of zombies, and then you just let them out into the world. You have a destroyed city. You have Raccoon City. But yeah, like, this is just like, okay, dinosaurs can't reproduce. Dinosaurs are single of each species. Like, I think they said 15. Dinosaurs are not bulletproof and, can be killed easily. What is the plan here? Like, I don't know. It's just so dumb. It's really dumb. I don't want to see. Like, I want to see, like, it'd be cool to see an actual, like, Planet of the Apes kind of style, but Jurassic dinosaurs are like taking over the world kind of thing. But this is just so stupid, and like, so much wasted potential. That's the thing that's the worst part of this. There is potential. There is potential in this movie. There is potential, again, video game wise. It'd probably be a cool video game if you fix some things like that, but it could be a cool video game. You can see where there would be like kind of sneak parts or stuff like that going on, but it could have been a cool video game, but it's not. It could have been a good script, and it has potential with all the things that happen. And you add some other elements like the clones and stuff like that. Like, people come out, it's like, okay, you actually could have something here, but you wasted it all, and that sucks. And that's the biggest problem. It's like, fudge, I would love if it was at least a little bit more what in, and like, you know, add those like 3 to 4 things that I said. You basically have a better version of this exact same film. You have a reason for all the characters to be there. You have all the reason for these characters to exist or go on this trip to save these dinosaurs. But it's just like, we need Chris Pratt in here. We need this. Like, again, I don't know. This movie just sucked. It was rushed. Terrible characters. It feels like just like the studio's like, okay, we need a sequel. Here, just give it to these guys. They'll write something. We'll just make a quick movie and try to bank on it being in the summer. I'm kind of happy there weren't that many. I went to the 10 o'clock showing, but I'm kind of happy there weren't a lot of people in that theater because I'm just like, I don't want this movie to do well. Let this movie die, because they're just sequel baiting the fudge out of the ending. And like, people got angry with The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where the new Spider-Verse movie looks freaking great, especially with I just saw Spider-Gwen, which looks awesome. But I have her like over there. I need to actually read her comics. I just like the design of her so far. But and also the whole tragedy behind her version and everything like that. It's freaking great. But they see, like, people got mad. It was like, oh, Rhino's only at the end of this movie. And so I'm like, I kind of guessed that from the trailers that Rhino was going to be only at the end of this movie, because you only see the exact same thing in every trailer. This one, I'm just like, okay, they're keeping everything a little bit hidden. They're kind of showing these cool things, like dinosaurs are coming into the land. They're like, all right, this could be awesome. But no, it's all just like build up for the end. Like that scene where you see the dinosaur in the wave and stuff like that. That's literally like the almost closing end of this. The part where Jeff Goldblum, basically says life finds a way. Not in this, but also like the end of his speech. Everything is at the end of the movie. So it's a bad movie. Don't go see this. Don't go watch this. This is a bad movie. And again, this is coming from someone who has liked movies that have been panned, who's liked movies that were that like people were like, wow, this movie sucks and stuff like that. I like God, this movie is terrible. Don't go see this. Don't go see this. People got angry for movies like, and I guess because Star Wars is, close to people and stuff like that, but like, who got angry because of things like Luke changing, which honestly feels like a natural progression in some cases, especially after everything he went through in The Last Jedi. This is just like, some of these characters should have changed, but they haven't. And it's just like, this is a version of a bad sequel. If you want to see a version of a bad sequel, this is it. I don't know, but tell me guys in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Some of these that I've done, make sure on my Facebook is on there somewhere. And see you later. They even used the T-Rex roar too early in the movie. It's like, why?